For the second year in a row, the UK's largest freshwater lake is being blighted by toxic blue-green algae. The blooms in Northern Ireland's Lough Neagh are potentially harmful to people and the environment. A recent report said agricultural runoff was largely to blame, but that's not the only cause. Here's Stuart Robson.
A familiar sound of childhood and one that's still heard. Gary is a seventh-generation fisherman. He's witnessed the UK's largest freshwater lake face its biggest threat. Blue-green algae. Pollution is plaguing Lough Neagh.
The fishing community of Lough Neagh has had to overcome many hurdles, and this whole piece now of the algae and stuff in the loch is just yet another hurdle. You know, we're now a full calendar year on from what was the crisis of last year. And are we seeing what's happening on the ground? I don't see it.
Excess nutrients in the water are causing it to look like this. Agricultural runoff, wastewater treatment works and septic tanks to blame, along with a warming climate.
If we don't get this right now, what in 10 years? You know, and that's not just our fish life in the loch, but what are we going to have?
Fishermen like Gary have seen how bad the blue-green algae is on Lough Neagh from the water. But 35 miles away in Belfast, scientists are now discovering how serious this situation really is.
There's a very high amount of blue-green algae.
Experts at this lab are testing untreated water. Ecologists have found the levels of blue-green algae to be abnormally high.
And we need to reduce those additional nutrients coming from the catchment. And to see any significant improvement in water quality, we need to be seeing a reduction in nutrients by about half the current levels that we have at the moment.
Farming has been blamed for much of the loch's pollution. One union says it's still an industry determined to help it recover. 62% is the figure put down to agricultural runoff causing pollution in Lough Neagh. How defensible is that for the farming community?
It is a high figure. It's one of the contributing factors. We acknowledge that. We also acknowledge that as an industry that we do not want to see nutrients leaving the land and finding their way ultimately into Lough Neagh.
A problem that's been brewing for decades that might just take as long to fix. Stuart Robson, ITV News.